we're out here in the wilderlands of Alaska. We're going to meet a Dr. Begich, who seems to know a great deal about harp. He's kind of made it his life's ambition as a second career or whatever, and this guy is probably the biggest authority on harp that we're ever going to find. Let's go talk to Dr. Begich, find out what he knows.
Governor Ventura.
Dr. Begich, I presume.
Yes, indeed. Come on in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dr. Nick Begich is a prominent Alaskan, a well-respected author and activist, son of a U.S. congressman, brother of U.S. Senator Mark Begich. He's been studying and investigating harp for the past 15 years.
Now, I'm going to be honest, up until about 2 weeks ago, I'd never even heard a harp, when I find it a bit disturbing. Let's get to the nitty-gritty on this. What type of offensive weapon does harp have the potential to be?
Let's kind of grade what does it do? Because it does a lot of different things. Not only, can they manipulate weather, but the idea of knocking aircraft out of the sky and leaving no residual damage. I mean, you could wage wars and nobody would ever know it. If you crank it high enough, you can burn things.
So you're saying that if they crank this up, they could literally knock airplanes out of the air?
That's correct. And you could also use it to knock out a satellite. Now think about that. You have plausible deniability, the satellite goes down, all your communications go down, your ability to conduct commerce goes down. These are things that harp can do. And we're not alone anymore. Chinese are pursuing this technology, Russians are pursuing this technology, and others are pursuing this technology today.
We got possible weather manipulation through the whole world.
Right.
Now, could it cause hurricanes and earthquakes?
Well, that's very possible. Many scientists believe this.
What you're saying to me, like if we wanted to attack someone, we could actually, with harp, attack them with the weather?
Right. And there's actually a treaty that goes back to 1977 that the U.S. and the Soviets and 60 other countries signed, saying we wouldn't use what they called environmental manipulation, which was things like creating tidal waves, earthquake, weather modifications as weapons of war.
Then what you're saying to me, point blank, is we quite potentially could be violating the treaty?
Well, the rule is you can do whatever you want domestically. That's the way the treaty reads.
All that may be dangerous enough, but Nick Begich says he's most worried about harp's ability to interfere with your mind.
Obviously, they deny it,
sure.
But what we produced was their own documents. These are Air Force, Navy, military documents that actually lay this out. It's their own words, not our words.
Doctor, what you're saying to me is scary. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're talking about something that can be done with mind control, to where you can affect people's minds and they don't even know it.
That's correct.
And this is masses of people.
Right.
They can do it at a level where you could be walking down the street and you could get infiltrated with these sound waves and you wouldn't even know that they were hitting you?
That's right. And there's two different ways. One would be transferring voice information, and the other would be just affecting you on an emotional level, which is much simpler, which is easily accomplished by harp. The human body and the mind is able to pick a signal out. Like going through the radio station, you're dialing through the station, you get all the static. As soon as you get resonance, harmony between the transmitter and receiver, you get a nice clear signal. The same is true in terms of the human chemistry, in terms of our chemistry, our cell structure, body organs, or the brain.
Jesse Ventura has his doubts that the harp antennas can broadcast radio waves that influence people's thoughts. But Nick Begich is prepared for the skeptics.
Now, this is a device that friends of mine in Germany designed, and we had demonstrated in the European Parliament in an open hearing a cruder version, but it made our point. This is just a standard CD player, and what these are is piezoelectric transducers, and in simple language, they carry a signal that can enter the nervous system so that you can get that proverbial voice in the head. And so by activating this, placing these electrodes on the surface of the skin, blocking the ears tightly, you'll hear the music just as if your ears were playing it, but the ears have nothing to do with it. The 8th cranial nerve, the part that connects to the brain, has nothing to do with it. It's a different way.
Is that working right now?
Yeah, we can get it cranked up here.
Crank it up. I want to try it. So in other words, I can touch this to my neck and hear it without my ears hearing it, and no one else in the room will hear it.
That is correct. I want you to block your ears really tightly so you can't hear it.
Still ahead, HAARP invades Jesse Ventura's brain. The incredible conclusion.
Wow.